What is up, ladder climbers? Antoine Wade here from Elevate to the Unknown, the web reporter, nextgenheights.com. And it is Wednesday, July the 1st, 2026, 7:30 a.m. Central. And we are live on the Daily Climb. I want to start with a name, Arthur. That's the name that we're going to start with. Arthur, 33 years old, about 10 years as a software engineer. And here's what Arthur just did. He built a whole product by himself, an agentic word processor, called Revise.io. This is one man, no team. And here's what he said. He said, I never could have gotten this much done before Claude and Codex. That's what Arthur said. I never could have gotten this much done without Claude and Codex. This is one man directing the tools. Ship the product a whole team used to build. Ship the product that used to take people years to build. Now I want you guys to hold on to Arthur real quick, because he already figured out what this entire show is about. He already figured it out. Now here's the number. Yesterday, Anthropic shipped a new model. They call it the most agentic one that they have ever made. The most agentic one that they've ever made. It's going to be interesting how this next 6 months is going to shape out. But this new model, it runs a computer terminal on its own. Many of you guys don't know what a computer terminal is, but it's basically a black screen. The screen that I showed you guys on yesterday when I gave you a view inside of my Amazon EC2 server. But 80% of the time, it runs a computer terminal on its own. Ain't that something? 80%. It clicks, it types, it runs the browser by itself. The tool that does the clicking just got a whole lot cheaper, guys. And it got better overnight. I want you guys to do me a favor while you're in the chat right now. Type builder in the chat. Type builder and put the city where you're coming to us from in the chat right now. I want to share with you another image. Watch this. This same week that the tool got cheaper, Amazon, they put up $1 billion to do the opposite thing, not to buy more software. When you think about me talking about these large companies like Amazon and Microsoft, it's typically them investing heavy into more AI and sacrificing resources. Well, Amazon is putting money to hire more people, real humans, and putting them inside of companies. What is their job going to be? Well, their job is going to be to direct the AI agents, to build the workflows that the AI runs on. And it's not just Amazon. It is not just Amazon, guys. OpenAI did the same thing. $4 billion they spent. Anthropic is doing the same thing. $1.5 billion. I want you to add that up. $6.5 billion to hire the people who direct the AI, who direct the machines, who direct the AI agents. So here's what makes no sense. The machine got good enough to run a computer and do it cheaper too. And guess what? Hiring went up, not down. Layoffs last month sat at 1%, near the floor. So AI is taking over and nobody is getting fired in a panic. Why is this? When all the news articles that we talk about a lot of the times is layoffs, at least at the beginning of the year. Because the market is not firing. The market is deciding. And it is deciding which jobs need a person. The tool that does the clicking, the paycheck goes to the person who directs it. And that gap between the clicker and the director is the whole game. And it is measured in what you build this week. That is Arthur. He stopped being the hands and he became the director. Okay? If you want to be on the right side of that gap, I want you to do me a favor right now. While you're coming into the show, while you're watching the show, hit the like button. And if you are new here, hit the subscribe button. This is the room where we figure this out every single morning by looking at the data. We turn business intelligence into career strategy. We're going to start the show off with the weather first. We're going to go with the JOLTS report. Many of you guys heard me talk about the JOLTS report on yesterday. It's the job openings report. Well, the government dropped it on yesterday, and 7.6 million jobs was posted. That's the number of jobs that's open right now, according to the government. But layoffs, 1.1%. Almost nobody is getting cut in a panic. Now, you're probably like, Antoine, what are you talking about? You got to remember, there's a micro and there's a macro. There's a micro and a macro. And a lot of times on this channel, when we talk about layoffs, we're talking about big tech. And that is a small subset of the macro. So it may feel at times that the world is doom and gloom. But apparently, according to the data, there's 7.6 million jobs that's out there. Now, who knows? Those jobs could be fake. We don't know. You guys know in the chat that we talk about fake jobs all the time. And some of those jobs could be completely fake, but let's just take the numbers for what the government has given us on the JOLTS report. 7.6 million jobs. Okay? Nobody's cutting in a panic. Now you got Oracle doing 20,000 and stuff, but that's over an entire year. So cutting is at a flat period at this point in time. So almost nobody is getting fired and almost nobody is getting hired either. So think about that. You got 7.6 million jobs open and the door is barely moving. That is not a broken market, guys. That is a market that's sitting there, just kind of wavering in between, wondering what it's going to do, kind of doing some sorting. You know, a sort machine, almost like a washing machine, right? Your washing machine goes round in circles. In a sorter, you know, things get flung out, right? There's some things that stay in the sorter, but some things get thrown away. And that's what the market is doing right now. It is deciding. It is deciding which of these jobs even needs a person. That's what it's deciding. And some people are being impacted when this sort is happening, and some people are not. That's what we talk about. There's two economies that we live in today. It's because the sortation is happening, and some people are getting weeded out, and some people are not. But one thing that I can tell you guys, since you watch the show, if you're part of the Patreon group, is if you're doing anything that's in agentic right now, in agentic AI or agents or something along those lines, you are ahead of the curve. Because everything that we've been talking about, all year, everything that we've been doing inside of the Patreon community, building agents here. This is the #1 job right now inside of these tech companies. #1 job. Here's what's really happening underneath all this. For 20 years, the software play was pretty darn simple. Become the expert at one piece of software. You learn a tool, you learn it inside and out, and you become the expert. And basically, we were taught that you had a job for life once you learned a tool inside and out. That is now dying, because when the agent runs the workflow, the login does not matter anymore. The person who typed into the software is at risk. The person who designed what the software does is safe. The clicker versus the director. Again, and quick, for my investors who are watching this, for my folks who look at this data and say, man, Antoine, you're giving me so much game in these shows, I'm going to invest into this stock because I see what's happening. I see where the capital is flowing. Tech itself had a monster first half of this year. Yes, and yesterday I talked about $2.3 trillion being evaporated over the last 30 days. But overall, the NASDAQ is up almost 20%. But listen to this. Michael Burry. You guys know Michael Burry. You heard his name before. This is the guy from The Big Short. He just bet against the AI trade. What do you mean, Antoine? He bet against the AI trade. He bet against the AI trade. Why did he bet against the AI trade, Antoine? Well, Michael Burry bet against the AI trade, and he is shorting Caterpillar. Okay? He shorted Caterpillar. He shorted NVIDIA. Michael Burry is kind of one of those people who knows that when things go up, they must come down. When things go up, they must come down. And when things are down, they must come up. So the AI stock trade might be getting frothy, but that is the trade. The job shift underneath is real either way. So do not confuse the two. A lot of the times we talk about, well, on this show, the majority of the times we talk about investing, we talk about where the money is going, and we talk about careers. All this stock trade stuff, don't get confused about it. Because either way, we're going to come back to the careers. And the jobs, they are shifting underneath everybody at this point in time. So do not confuse what people are saying about investing and where jobs are going. But I want you guys to look at that split. And that right there is the whole economy. Let's say the whole economy. Okay, that is what segment 1 is about.